Reno Tirakatini.
Te mana whakawā tēnā koe. E atu rangatira, ngā manuhiri tuarangi no te tai rāwhiti, ko hara mai nei, e roi tēnei whare pāramata, tēnā koutou. Nau mai hara mai ki te ano ngā raira ona, e takatū nei. E raurangatira mā hurirau nei tēnei whare, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Oh, Mr. Speaker, I'm delighted to speak at the first reading of this bill, but also, sir, to round off the contributions from the Labour Party today, we wholeheartedly support this bill. Like all of these extended sittings, these are historic sessions in Parliament, and I do acknowledge our iwi from Te Tai Tokerau who have been here today for their first readings. And I'm reminded, sir, actually, as we consider this bill, of the great Māori Affairs Minister in the Third Labour Government, the Honourable Matiu Rata, who initiated, through the passage of the Treaty o Waitangi Act back in the mid-1970s, this modern era of treaty settlements that we are part of today. And, sir, so I do acknowledge him, and especially because of his iwi, Te Hiku o Te Ika, who are here today to do the first reading of their bill. So it is a very historic occasion. And sir, as I turn to this bill, I'm only making a short contribution, but can I firstly acknowledge all of the rōpūs who are part of this committee that will be formally constituted through the passage of this legislation. I do acknowledge my whanaungas from Ngāti Pāhauwera, and I see Toro Wāka up there, and who through the passage of the Pāhauwera settlement, sir, basically initiated the formation of this committee, and that was also affirmed by Maunga Hararu Tangitu, and I see Tanya and Bevan there as well, representatives from that. And sir, we're in the 51st Parliament now, but highlights for me in the 50th Parliament were definitely the passage of so many pieces of settlement legislation, and I do acknowledge the Minister and all the work that we do as members of the Māori Affairs Committee. But during the 50th Parliament, we did see the passage of Ngāti Pāhauwera, Maunga Hararu Tangitu, and also Te Uru Taumata, Uruwera Tūhoe settlement as well, and they are all represented as members of this committee, sir. And sir, so this bill is about increasing Māori involvement, hapu involvement in natural resource decision making. And as I acknowledged through the instigation of that the Treaty of Waitangi settlements in this modern era, we are seeing a whole lot of unique configurations of joint management, advisory committees, all sorts of different joint decision-making bodies in the local government space. And so I do commend that. If we look around, and I've got a very big electorate, so but if I look to the south, we've got Ngāi Tahu and our regional groupings that we have, for instance, down in Murihiku or in the Canterbury region, where they work very closely with the local authorities of those regions. And I also acknowledge the Greater Wellington Regional Council, who had their own self-initiated bespoke committee that was created, Te Upoko Taiao, and I do acknowledge the Honourable Fran Wild who's in the House here today, sir. I know that might not be in accordance with standing orders, but I do acknowledge the Honourable Fran Wild for her work with the Greater Wellington Regional Council. So, sir, we are seeing the proliferation, and it's a wonderful thing, of these joint management bodies right around Aotearoa, from the north to the south, east and west. Local authorities working with mana whenua, with hapu, with iwi on resource management decision-making processes. And long may it continue, sir. Long may it continue. I guess Māori, our aspiration, sir, as we've mentioned throughout our kōrero today, tino rangatiratanga, we want an equal say. We do want an equal say. We want that partnership in the natural resource management, and we do want to influence the way that decisions are reached. And these committees that are created, such as the committee under this bill, is a ways and a means for us being able to express that partnership, that kaitiakitanga, those aspirations that we have. But this is given meaningful effect, sir, through this legislation. I do want to acknowledge the points made by my whanaunga no te nota there, in the Mr. Paraone. I think he did raise some interesting points around the validity of decision makings, given that the committee has been in operating, I guess, for over a year now, and I'm sure that those matters can be easily sorted out with us at the select committee level. I do also note the contributions from our fine member for Ikaroa Rāwhiti, Meka Whaitiri, regarding the exclusion of the Ngāti Kahungunu Iwi Incorporated body. Sir, given that this bill does encompass the regional, Great Hawke's Bay regional planning in the Regional Council, that does not only take into account the land, but it takes into account the water and the coastal and marine environment. And given that the Ngāti Kahungunu Iwi Incorporated is a mandated iwi authority for the purposes of fisheries matters in terms of the fishery settlement, and I know that they've had applications that they've made for marine farming out on the coast there. There should be consideration given to their inclusion perhaps into this bill to make sure. Although I know that Ngāti Kahungunu is completely represented as well, sir, through the representation of all the hapu that together make up the wonderful iwi of Ngāti Kahungunu. So there are issues that we will consider at the Select Committee. I'm looking forward to working with my other whanaunga, Nuk Korako from Te Waipounamu, Ngai Tahu Whānui, and other members, sir, on those particular matters. And so just to conclude on my contribution today, I did enjoy the contribution from the Honourable Member Te Ururoa Flavel with his melodic utterance of the beautiful waiata from another whanaunga of mine, from Ngāti Pāhuera, Canon Wee Huata, who penned that wonderful tune. What a wonderful kaumātua he was, and I do have fond memories as a little boy going up to Mohaka and seeing him in full flight. But sir, for the record, and just to complete my contribution, the words of that waiata, tūtira mai ngā iwi, are very, very apt for our kōrero, our deliberation of these bills this morning, sir. But what I wanted to do, sir, is just for the record of Hansard, I wanted to correct a real common faux pas. There's an extra word that's been brought into one of the lines of Tūtira mai ngā iwi, and for the life of me, it shouldn't be there, because it's kia tapatahi. It goes like, the last few lines go, kia tapatahi, kia kotahi rā, tātou e. And so, because I know sometimes, well, I guess when I grew up, we added a ko in there, kia kotapatahi, and that ko shouldn't be there. And I have that on direct authority from the Huata Whānau. So sir, I just wanted to, for the record of Hansard and for the benefit of Aotearoa, those people tuning in, that we remove that little ko that's crept into that line. Okay, I'll have to call on my tuahine here to join me. It should go, well, let's do the whole lot, and then we'll round it off. Tūtira mai ngā iwi, tātou e. Tūtira mai ngā iwi, tātou e. Whai a te maramatanga, me te aroha e ngā iwi, kia tapatahi, kia kotahi rā, tātou e. Kia ora, Mr. Speaker. Tēnā koutou katoa.
I'm going to call Craig Foster and see if he can match that. Honourable Craig Foster.